Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today. Sorry, let me get this right. We got a little special video for you today. Um, you see it in the title, unboxing. So I'll start with having out my knife, have that on the ready, just to the right here, and then I want to show you something before you get going here. This the Man of Steel. Let me get a light on here, just in case we need that. Man of Steel. Superman, Man of Steel, John Byrne, uh, reminiscent of the variant cover. There was a variant cover back in the 80s. Sorry, I'm looking in the camera. I should be looking like straight ahead, figure it out right. Anyway, variant cover back in the day. The other one had a rocket ship with Superman standing there opening his shirt and Krypton blowing up, and I think planet Earth behind him. If I remember right, it might be right in here um, as the cover picture. But anyway, there's the part of it. Anyway, let's see if I think we do. I think we do. There it is. Variant cover and the cover, the normal cover for the series, right? For number one of Man of Steel. Was it? It was 86, right? Um, just trying to find that date. 87. No? 86. Anyway, I'm not quickly finding the date, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure it's 86. And yeah, we are nearly 30 years later. Anyway, at the end of the first episode, not first episode, first book, second book. Yeah, second. That was the first book. Yes, because number 2 is Lois Lane, right? First, into the first book, the epilogue, right? The superhero. He's got the design. They're making the suit. That's all this cool stuff going on, creating the disguise. There's Superman, and he flies off. Beautiful. I love this. This is just iconic to me. If they ever come out with a a statue of this, not all the background, but just the Superman. Now, if they did do the background, that would be really cool, diorama kind of thing. But just the Superman, like that, would be fantastic. Now, um, but you have to skip on through all that, right? And get to the end of the sixth one, where he's flying around, right? Doing all what he's doing, questioning where he belongs in the world and all of this. And then this epic picture at the end of the book. And the dialogue that goes, with it. And I'm not going to read all that. This is just amazing. But that is the imagery. It's just amazing, right? Standing on that mountain in the snow, they got the fog and all that. Um, in other shots, um, I take that back. No need to say it if it's not there. But anyway, but that's just epic, right? That is amazing. Now that's my introduction to this unboxing. Okay, this is the external packaging. I do not know how they have it inside, so let's see what's going on. Oh, it looks like. Whew, yeah, it's packed well enough. I'm going to pull this off. Oh, I have to pick that up in a moment. Not the best padding, but it's all right. No need for any of that padding. Move that over. Don't lose anything. I'll show you the backside first. There it is. You can see it. Side, and a little bit of a side view. Sorry about the reflection. Come back around to the other, and then come around to the front. That is amazing. Now, I won't, well, I will do this for other things, but I'm not going to resell this at all, you know. That 1986 seeing that and just like, whoa, hold on now. Let's back us up a little. Oh, what? Yeah, just a little bit. I guess I wasn't too far zoomed in. Alright, we're going to pull this out very carefully. And keep the box. Now let's see. Will this just pop loose? It seemingly will, but with packing tape. So we will do it this way. Make sure there's no tape on that side, this side. It'll hinge open for me. Save that for if I ever decide to put it away. And I'm telling you, man, this is the iconic shot. They didn't even sell it as the shot. They weren't saying John Byrne reimagined, you know, John Byrne's imagery. No, they didn't do that. I saw it, and of course the backside. There's no backside in the picture, so you just do it accordingly. But that is just amazing. That is, oh man, that is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see it very clearly. Now, of course, it's an artist doing the sculpting, so they have a slight difference of the way they're either interpreting or putting, you know, some of this is, of course, put together. If you've ever seen them do this, they'll have the hand separate and they're painting the hand and then they'll insert it into, um, you know, the place and glue it on or whatever they do exactly. Same thing with, I'm sure, the shoulders and stuff like this. Those are various parts that they put together. But it is just amazing. That is so cool. That is, uh, and I'm not seeing a flaw. I don't know that I would, but this is gonna be going somewhere prominently. Um, it would be really cool if I had like something that sort of looked like a mountain that this could sit on. Anyway, I'm gonna bring that picture back up. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna try to do it online and just flip to the picture here. Da-da-da. Okay, side by side. Look. Oops. I mean, they've got the fog or whatever it is, clouds, um, yeah, whatever you want to call it. That is amazing. There's some little tiny differences in the S, you know. Again, different artist, gonna be slightly different, right? Um, but yeah, unbelievably good. That and just the fist grabbing of the cape, the way the cape is flowing. Oh my goodness, just that is amazing. The cape tip is coming up just like in the back over there. Just and like I said, they did not do this as if it was John Burns. They did not put on there inspired by John Byrne. We're selling. It's John Byrne's thing. Now, hopefully, they give him all the credit of this. That he is due, uh, because this is definitely his image. But they weren't trying to sell it that way, and that may be a mistake because I saw it and I was like, yes, that's it. Other people may just be looking for something, John Byrne related. And I'm telling you, this is beautiful, and this is detailed in the back. It is just well done, well done. Like I said, I don't see a flaw. And another artist, slightly different artwork to it, but precisely the inspiration. If you know, John Byrne kind of makes a little broader of the chest area, that kind of thing. But you can look at that and see all the differences if you want to. But yeah, just amazing. Would recommend it if you are able to get it, want to get it. I got it from Pure Arts. Pure Arts. When you go to their website, it will pop up immediately that they want to give you like 10 or 15% off one of the two. It will pay for the shipping. Shipping's, they only add a few dollars. So it's not super well padded, but, a couple of dollars, a few dollars, $5 maybe, is, you know, don't expect too much. I'm super happy with that. It is awesome. I'm gonna show it to you one more time. That is amazing. I love the bottom part here too, especially. Um, and I just have to place this. Oh my goodness. Trying to think, maybe right over above where I'm at right here. I am not sure entirely where I'm gonna put it, but I'll find a place. Maybe take a picture of it or send it somewhere. Um, Show around. Anyway, that was it. That's all I was talking about. Not talking about all the drama that goes on now and where we're at. Will at some point I'm gonna pull out DVDs and a list of dates and stuff like that and go through the movies. So be watching for that. We'll do that as soon as I can, really bring myself to do it, to come through and try to bring theories and that kind of thing and explain the movies as um, they deserve to be explained. But maybe we'll go, way back to Superman, the first Superman, meaning Christopher Reeve's Superman. I'm not talking about the serials and the movie and the TV shows and cartoons and stuff like that. Talking about the movie things. And yes, I understand there were movies, um, with the Mole Men and the serials were in the movie theaters and stuff. So certainly something I could try to visit as well, but I'm not that worried about it at the moment. But you let me know if you think that I'm leaving something out by only starting with Superman. And I'm going to do it as a theoretical kind of video, just talking through a theory rather than, throwing up shots, kind of. Not that others do this to distract, but some people might call it a kind of a distraction to just put snippets of movies uh, into, the history. Um, I don't think it would be bad, but you know, and maybe I can somehow do that. But I have the sneaking feeling that it would be absolutely copyrighted uh, for that, um, using snippets from the movies. But maybe I can throw up trailer. It'd still be claiming that. You might have to just go to Rumble if you're not seeing some certain things on YouTube when we do this, because I may pull up all the trailers that I feel appropriate to start off each thing. So it would be a fairly long video. This one I want to keep pretty short. There's an awesome figure. Again, I went to Pure Arts for it. It may be available in other places. Um, you might look up John Byrne inspired, statues, but I don't know whether or not they're announcing it as such. Um, and it's not hard to find. It just is a little bit tricky on the website, searching around for it. So if you go to the search engine and just type in Superman, and it should pop up. It's the only Superman item that they have. Um, so, you know, that being the case, you should be able to find it pretty easy. Um, and like I said, I don't think any of this is flawed at all. All right, I'm gonna leave it with that. All right, so let me write it up again. We will see you in another video